Campaign finance documents in the Republican race for the South Dakota governor's office include some numbers that might grab your attention. KELOLAND's Dan Santella sat down today with a USD political science professor to review the money in the contested race for that nomination.
Republican hopefuls John Hansen, Doeden, Dusty Johnson, and Larry Rhoden have all filed year-end campaign finance reports for 2025. Julia Hellwig, who has a PhD in American politics, teaches political science at the University of South Dakota. Today we stopped by her Vermillion office to find out how expected or unusual the dollar figures might be. Aberdeen businessman Toby Doeden's campaign brought in $2.1 million, with nearly all of this coming from a loan Doeden himself made to his own campaign.
A business owner who is, running a more populist kind of campaign and showing that he is putting his everything behind that campaign, doing a self-funded, sort of outsized kind of campaign also makes a lot of sense to me.
It's not exactly a small loan. Hellwig puts it in context. Is that odd within the context of upper Midwest American politics, or not really?
Not necessarily. Yes and no. We don't see self-funded candidates all too often. On the other hand, this is exactly what we expect to see out of self-funded candidates.
Rhoden, who's running to stay in the governor's office, brought in $491,000.
I think an incumbent governor who didn't run an election in the last time, but rather was put into that position, having a decent sizable war chest, and having some good business relationships and larger deposits makes a lot of sense to me.
Johnson, who's looking to trade in his Washington office for one in Pierre, raised $891,000 from his statewide political action committee. This includes more than $500,000 transferred from his Dusty Johnson Victory Committee federal PAC. Additionally, Johnson raised more than $1.6 million with his statewide candidate committee. This includes $800,000 from the Friends of Dusty Johnson federal PAC.
An incumbent member of Congress who has had these kinds of ambitions, I think talked about coming back to South Dakota for a while, having a large war chest, makes perfect sense.
It's a comparatively smaller total for Hansen of the Del Rapids area, who right now is Speaker of the House in Pierre. He raised $188,000.
Having a state legislator who is making a name for himself, having a smaller war chest, also makes a lot of sense. It's a decent amount of money for a state legislator.
In Vermillion, Dan Santella, KELOLAND News.
Now, we've included links to Doeden, Hansen, Johnson, and Rhoden's finances in this report on our website. Democrat Robert Arnold and Independents Terry Gleason, Scott Morris, Allison Renville, and Anthony Sitter are also running for governor. Their year-end campaign finance documents only show a total of $6,000 raised in total among the five of them.